Hi Leo, it's Becky and welcome to your December 2017 AngelScope Love Focus reading. We are going to begin in just a moment. We have our Wheel of the Year Tarot ready to go. I've already shuffled them and we've got our Rider-Waite deck if we need to clarify. We will be also pulling a card from Archangel Michael because that is the deck that features him on all the cards, and he does seem to want to come through in this month for us. We have our Romance Angels Oracle cards. We will be pulling a card from those, and if necessary, we will be pulling a card from Messages from Your Angels. We'll be using our 5-card spread. I've already created the sacred space, so we are just about ready to go. Keep in mind that these are general readings, Leo. Not everything will apply to you. Some of the energies that present themselves today may apply to other people who find the channel, but just take what you will and leave the rest. Now, remember, another thing is that you always have free will, so you can decide if you want to work with the energies that present today, or if you want to not work with them and choose something else for yourself. You always have free will, and that is your divine right. All right, so let's get started. We are going to be now asking the angels. Angels, we are reading for Leo in December of 2017. And the first position we would love to have some information on is what is the general situation between Leo and the object of Leo's desire? Whether they know this person already in their life in the 3D, or whether it's just on the ethereal plane, just a soul connection, not yet manifested into form. Just let us know, angels, what is the general situation between Leo and the object of their desire? Leo and the object of their desire. Thank you, angels. Angels, how does this object of their desire feel about Leo? How does the object, okay. Angels, how does Leo really feel about the object of their desire? How does Leo really feel about the object? There it is. Okay. Whoa, these cards are going all over the place. Okay. Angels, what are the obstacles to any relationship forming here or developing further with, okay, that, we'll take that. Angels, what is the outcome or advice we can give Leo today? There it is. Thank you. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and turn these over and take a look. And I'll show you all the cards, Leo. Okay, the first card we have is the 10 of Pentacles. Next, Judgment. In position 3, the Knight of Swords. Position 4, 6 of Pentacles. And in position 5, the Hanged Man. Now, Leo, the first thing that jumps out at me with this reading is we've got 2 major arcanas. I guess I should probably do them like this. These are very, very important cards in that they represent really, really important energies. Very, very almost life-changing energies in the tarot. The other cards are not major arcana. They are just the regular, what we call the minor arcana. And we'll take a look at them one by one. So something pretty big looks like it's going on here for you, Leo. In position 1, we asked, what is the general situation between you and the object of your desire? Well, it looks like the situation is quite a positive one indeed, Leo. We have 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles, as you can see, are stacked around this beautiful couple. Now, the genders don't matter. We'll just go with the basic energy of the card. And just remember, the genders don't matter. It could be any combination. All right? Now, what they're doing, they are obviously abundant. They have achieved a stability in life that spans generations. It's the generational style of stability passed down from generation to generation, and they've established that level of lifestyle for themselves. They are abundant in all good things. There is a nice give and take in this relationship because, she is pouring wine for him and he has got his arm around her. There is a give and take here that signifies a balanced, stable situation, energy exchange, or relationship if it's that far along. They've established a beautiful home, as you can see in the background. So the Ten of Pentacles is telling us that the general situation between you and the object of your desire is one that has the potential to go the distance. One that has the potential to go the distance. But these pentacles are reminding you that this situation has to be built coin by coin, brick by brick. It is not something that can be rushed. It's something that is deliberately created step by step. But the good news is it does have the potential to go the distance, and it may indeed already be a solid relationship that's going to progress along this pentacle path. But it could be that the person has not yet manifested, but you are sensing them on the sort of on the ethereal plane, in a soul-to-soul kind of connection at this moment, and that's okay too. It still has the potential to go the distance once they do manifest into your life. Now, how does the object of your desire feel about you, Leo? This is it. Now, this is number 20. It's called Judgment. It is one of the major energies of the Tarot, one of the very major energies, and it's quite an interesting and beautiful card. Judgment doesn't mean you're being judged. It could, but what this card is representing is a call to new life, a rebirth. It's a call to new life, sort of a rebirth, a restart. Sometimes it can be reuniting with someone. So if this person is someone you've known before, it could be that there is a reunion, that they want to reunite with you, Leo. They want to start over. They want to begin again in a fresh new way, because this really is, in the traditional Tarot, it's people being called back who have crossed over to the other side. They're being called forth into the light, into the light of this beautiful earth plane we're in, to start again. And that's exactly what they want to do with you. They want to start again or birth this beautiful relationship up a notch, even a rebirth of it, somehow a reconfiguration, of the whole thing. They're ready to do that. That's what they see, and they see potential with you. How do you feel about them, Leo? You've got the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is an energy. I'm not seeing it as a person in this case. It could be, but I'm not seeing it that way. I'm reading it as an energy. And let me see. Leo, you're a fire sign, and fire is usually fast-moving and very, very, ardent and quick on their feet. But the Knight of Swords is also a very fast knight. He is the fastest knight. And generally, you see this person as this kind of energy, or this is how you feel toward them. Now, whether or not they're really like this, I don't know. But how you see them, how you feel about them, is that they are a person of wit, the gift of the gab, as they say, meaning that they are good conversationalists. They love to discuss all manner of topics. They're very verbally oriented, they're quick moving. They speak their truth, and what they speak, they do. This knight he's quick moving. He rushes in. He's got his sword of truth held high, and he is very verbal. Very verbal. Sometimes he can be a little bit acerbic, which means sort of a bit cutting in his words if he tends to get in a mood for that. But he is direct. He's fast. He rushes in. He gets to the bottom of things. He's very clear in his approach, and he loves a good conversation. loves a good conversation. That's kind of how you're seeing their energy. And they're seeing you as, you know, kind of you represent to them the impetus to start anew. You represent a fresh start, a rebirth, a chance to give birth to something again, to be called to new life, to produce this. And they see you're their ticket for that. Definitely the ticket for that. Okay. Now, let's go to position 4. What are the obstacles to forming a relationship or taking it up a notch or manifesting them into your life if they're not already there? What are the obstacles, if any? And Spirit has given us the 6 of Pentacles, which has come out quite a bit in this month's readings. All right, and this came in exactly the same position for one of the other signs. The obstacle is to find a way to balance the give and take of this relationship. Now remember, I talked about give and take. She's pouring wine. He's got his arm around her, supporting her. There's a give and take. There's a mutuality here. There is a mutuality here. And so the obstacle that needs to be addressed through spiritual lessons, so to speak, is this. And I just heard, you've come together to learn this lesson. You've come together to learn this lesson with each other. Now, you can still go the distance, but part of the yes, I'm feeling that now. I'm getting a little bit of angel bumps, and that usually means that's what it is. So one of the soul lessons that is going to come through this union will be learning how to balance give and take and finding joy in both. And let me explain why I say that. This could also refer to a gift, some kind of gift giving, but the lesson is the give and take and the balance of the two. This rich person, richly attired with a sack full of gold coins. He's walking along and he comes upon these poor people here. They look like two children. They're barefoot. They're obviously very poor. So he pulls from his sack and he gives them 6 pentacles. That's the number of the card. And it causes them to just jump with joy. He's got his hands out and he's feeling so filled with joy and happiness to receive these pentacles. And by this gentleman seeing the joy he could bring to others, he receives joy in return. So in an odd way, he brings joy to them by giving, and they in turn bring joy to him by receiving his gift and finding happiness in it. And so that is the balance. It's a delicate balance. So it needs to be thought about consciously, that to take this relationship the distance, a little bit of balance in the give and take, and it may not always be 50-50. It may not be always 50-50. It may at some point along, going through life, maybe one person is requiring a little bit more than the other, and then it'll switch, and then maybe it's 70-30, but then it'll kind of go back into equilibrium later. But these moments happen in life, but it still always has to be a balance in the end. Now, what's the outcome or advice? Spirit is saying, well, we have the hangman. Before I say that, we have the hanged man, which is also one of the major energies of the tarot. It's a huge energy. It's an important energy, and it always figures prominently whenever it shows up in the tarot. It could be a life-changing energy. And this is number 12, the hanged man. As you can see, he's hanging upside down. Now, in the traditional deck of tarot, the Rider-Waite, the man hanging upside down kind of has a halo around his head here, because by hanging upside down, he sees a new perspective of the world. Quite different from if he were standing right side up. It's almost like he's connecting to a higher energy, and he sees life with a new vision and a new perspective. So the advice here is to yes, maybe have a look at things from different perspectives, maybe from the perspective of the other person and they from your perspective, and maybe there's some way to meld those two or somehow combine those two perspectives so that you're both, open-minded about seeing things from a different way, a different perspective. But the other advice here that you can see with his legs and feet, they are frozen in ice. There's ice and snow. So the other advice is, it's not a time to really move forward. Okay, now, maybe you're feeling that you want the other person, this is how you feel about them, to move something for you, and you're like, let's go, let's get it, let's go. I want you to be this, you're saying in your mind to the other person. Let's get on with it, But what Spirit is saying, stop, consider all aspects wisely and prudently. Wait a little bit to make sure you can see things clearly, and then after some time, it will be time to move things forward. But for now, it's a little bit of a wait, a little bit of a pause, but not just to pause and go distract yourself with other things. Try to see things, all aspects of the thing, from different perspectives. Because this relationship definitely has the potential to either go the distance, like you see here, a generational distance is what I'm seeing, multi-generational, like family tree, family history. All right, so it looks like a very interesting reading, just a little bit of learning to balance, and things should move ahead, not right now, but probably after December, when the astrology changes to a forward movement of Mercury. So my guess is maybe during this Mercury retrograde season until the end of December, just remember it's a time of rethinking, rebirth, a call to new life. After you have tuned into your higher source or God source creator, whatever power you tune into, and look at things from all the perspectives. All right, let's go ahead and draw one of the cards from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, please crown our reading today for Leo. Whoa, okay, Archangel Michael moves fast, that's for sure. At least he has been. Okay, Romance Angels, we are here, and Archangels, we're here for Leo. Could you give us some advice for Leo? No. Give us some advice for Leo. There it is. Okay, good. All right, so let's go ahead and take the Romance Angels card. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship, and I think that's why we're getting this Hanged Man card. The advice being to look at all the perspectives of the situation. Now, it doesn't have to be serious deception and in the worst case scenario. No. But is someone not being clear, or is someone not speaking their mind? Are they sort of holding back and not speaking what they are really sensing and feeling and wanting to say? Are they holding back for some reason? Are they holding back for some reason? Let's go ahead and see what this is. Angels, what is clarifying this deception? Any clarifying angels? There. Okay. Okay, hopes and dreams. Someone's not being honest that they really do want this relationship to proceed, and it's also temperate. Really want it to go up a notch. This is an angel, and she's like perched on the edge of this beautiful stream, which always represents emotions, and she's trying to basically create alchemy. Alchemy is manifesting or creating, something from something else. Back in the medieval times, people or scientists were always trying to use some kind of formulas to change lead into gold. And she is indeed mixing a formula here, and it's an alchemical energy trying to call forth from these beautiful waters, and in her mixing, trying to find that perfect balance so that she's biding her time. Temperance means biding her time, biding time, waiting. So it's possible that someone is not saying what they really mean or really want right now because they are trying to basically go within and get a higher vibrational energy, so to speak, in terms of their viewpoint of what's going on, and to balance that out, like we talked about here, sort of trying to figure out the balance. It's like, the balance of this whole thing. How can I mix this and make it happen? I'm not quite going to reveal all my cards to this other person because I know this thing is real, and I know we're being called to a new way of doing it, and I'm a little bit nervous about saying that all right now because I need some more time to figure out how to say it and how to balance it and how to actually propose this, because that is the general energy surrounding you, Leo, and the other person. Archangel Michael says to us, this is the second time it's come out, focus upon divine and perfect health. Wow, okay. There's a prayer at the bottom, and it says, God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. And this is exactly what we're talking about here. Well-being through balanced approach. Well-being through listening to a higher power and staying immobilized until you see the different perspectives. But well-being in waiting to reveal all of your thoughts and have conversation until you feel like you're taking a balanced, measured approach, and that the recipe is ready. The recipe has been combined perfectly to create this. All right, so it's a little bit of waiting time, Leo, for everyone to kind of get their thoughts together, but there is a beautiful energy surrounding you and this other person or this other soul connection that's out there in the ether waiting to come in. As soon as you achieve a vibrational set point within yourself that's a match for them, and then they will be in. That's how it works in this quantum reality. Leo, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I think it probably went on a little long. I'm not sure. But I hope it made sense. I want to wish you happy holidays and Merry Christmas. I will be offering a discount on reading this month and also gift certificates, and you can find that information in the box below. So as I always say, Leo, I wish you peace, richest blessings, and love beyond your wildest dreams. And so it is, and so we let it be.